Hi there. So I wanted to do a video about the four common components of the most effective manifestors. Now, let me give you a little bit of background on this. I've been coaching a long time, and this has always been my area of expertise, law of attraction, manifestation. But if you know me, then you know that I take it from a scientific perspective, big on neuroscience and quantum physics. But what I've noticed over the years is, a lot of my clients get great results. Super excited about that. And every now and then there's one that doesn't. And, for me, I will keep working with someone until they get the results. And then this is why, I'm a little bit more of an investment because I don't give up on people. That's not the moral of the story. The point being that I became obsessed in understanding what were their common traits, were there common elements in the people who succeed with this work and really manifest amazing things. And I'm not, when I say manifest amazing things, I want to keep this real. I don't mean that I can close my eyes and, and imagine an elephant in my office. Okay. I'm not talking ridiculous. I'm talking about something that someone really wants and bringing it into fruition and possibly taking action along those ways too. Sometimes not taking action. Okay. So what I've decided after going through so many notes and recordings and things like that, what I realized is I took all of my top manifestors, all the people I've worked with over the years, and some of them, by the way, were not in my coaching program. Some of them just read my books and really got it, really resonated, and really did the work. And then they came back and told me, "Oh my God, guess what I manifested?" So I'm taking it all and putting it together. Mostly coaching clients. Anyway, I found that there are four commonalities, four components of the most effective, successful manifestors. So I thought I would share them in a video to give you that insight. And so the first one is the ability to be grounded. And when I say grounded, I mean grounded. When I wrote the book, if you've read the book Mind Over Matter, Going from Surviving to Thriving, that book is all about we live in survival mode. We just live in survival mode. We're just always on edge. And, I won't go into the whole deal that our brain is designed and developed to protect you from perceived threats. And that's when your cortisol starts flooding your system and your brain waves go all out of whack and your vibrations go low and you're not going to attract anything. Being grounded means that you're able to be present and in the moment and that you're able to calm yourself down whenever things get crazy, whether it's EFT or meditation or whatever. Okay, so being grounded, the ability to be grounded is one of the main components, really important. The second component is clarity. I've had people come through my program, and I'm really hard at the very beginning of my 8-week program. I'm very hard on making sure, I'm hard on making sure before they even enter my program that they have a big dream. Because if someone's just like, I just want to learn how to manifest, I don't want someone in my program like that because I want results. I want great testimonials. I want great referrals. So they have to have a big dream. And usually it's about business. Usually I tend to work with women in business. But I've worked with authors and actors. I've worked with people all across the board. But they've got to have a big dream, a big vision. And they got to get really clear on it. So clarity is another really important thing. The second component is clarity. Knowing what you want and knowing what you want in your heart. Not knowing what your parents said you should want or your spouse said you should want, but something in your heart, right? I mean, I can't help you be a top attorney if you really just want to be a yoga teacher. So it's got to be in your heart. So that's the second one. The third one is harder to understand, but it's non-attachment. In other words, these people knew what they wanted and they had the ability to get grounded. And just as a side note, this all goes hopefully without saying, but they're doing the work that I teach. They're doing meta creation. They're doing the work. So with the third one, they have not attachment. So they're clear on what they want. They have the ability to get grounded, and they do the meta creation process, and they're doing the work. But then they're able to let go of it. In other words, and this is a real subtle thing. In other words, they're okay without having what they want. They're okay. They're not going to die if they don't get it. And that's because the energy that's associated with it. Because, being like that, I have to have it, it immediately lowers your vibration, does jacks up your brain waves into high beta, no good. Fills your body with cortisol, no good. And it's resistance in the universe. It's pushing away whatever you want. Okay? So my top manifestors have the ability to let go. They release it. They're like, okay, I've done the work in here. I've done the work in here. I'm embodying it. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to. Now I'm just going to let go and trust the universe. This is a lot of letting go is about faith. It's about having trust. We say the universe has my back. We say it, oh, the universe is showing me something. But then we don't mutually respect that we've got to give the universe a chance to show us. This infinite intelligence of infinite potential. We have to give it a chance, give it a few minutes. Okay, so letting go is about not being attached. It's non-attachment. And then the fourth and maybe most important component, I don't know, is staying in alignment, embodying whatever you want to manifest, acting as if, feeling as if. So I guess we could say it's your state of being. It's being in alignment is where you are a vibrational match to whatever it is that you want that's right here. You're a vibrational match to it. And then it's got to come to you. That's just the way it goes, right? It's got to come to you. And what happens is we tend to, get tripped up because while we're trying to be grounded and clear and non-attached and aligned, some jerk pulls in front of us outside of Starbucks, right? Or our mother-in-law says something snappy, right? Any number of things. So being in alignment really means that those things outside of you, you got to go back to square one. Get grounded, right? Stay clear on what you want. Focus on what you want, not on the lack of it. Do not be attached to outcomes. Trust that the universe knows exactly what you need for your spiritual and physical growth on this planet. And it may not be delivered the way you think it's going to be, and be okay with that. Because it gets your message loud and clear, and it responds in the language of vibration. So if you're doing all of these things and then you're walking around with joy and gratitude, being kind and compassionate, kind of what this is all about, everything's going to happen good for you. Everything's going to happen good for you. Okay? So I hope that is helpful to you, because I really put a lot of time and effort into understanding what the components were. And those were the 4 commonalities I came up with, over coaching people for a couple decades. So apply those, write those down, and really take them to heart. Anyway, and if you want to talk about coaching, there's a link below. Okay, have a great day.